Good morning, family and friends. On behalf of the DeKalb County Chief Executive Officer Michael Thurman and the Board of Commissioners, Director of Public Safety, Acting Chief of Police Joseph Jack Lumpkin, DeKalb County Police Command Staff, DeKalb County Police Training Staff, and DeKalb County Police graduation for Class 118, I'd like to welcome you. Please remain seated as Class 118 enters the auditorium. Before we get started, we'd like to recognize two individual groups. First is Class 119 that will be graduating November 2019. Class 119.
Class 119, Hudson, huh? 911, don't put it in reverse. 119, 119. 911 says put it in reverse. 119, 119, 119, we give it all or nothing. 119, we gonna look like something.
All right. That puts a little bit of pressure on our next group. Class 120, graduating February 2020. Introduce yourself. Now, if everyone remains seated for an invocation of prayer by Chaplain Sonia Young.
Please stand. Creator of grace, we invite your presence into this ceremony today as we celebrate and give thanks to the DeKalb County 118th Police Academy graduates. Let us pray. Spirit of life, creator, source of compassion, we thank you for this day and for the wisdom to recognize our gifts and serve with gratitude. Bless these new graduates as they pursue their dreams in unexpected ways. Provide them with the courage to move beyond fear and doubt, to find strength in their capacity to care for others, and to respect the diversity of humankind. Help them be mindful that true success is established and born from meaningful relationships and a community that embraces peace and justice. Through your gracious spirit, we ask that you bless them with patience as they explore new horizons. Bless them with humility in the face of success and abundance. Bless them with compassion for the poor, the sick, and the suffering. And bless and protect our 118th Police Academy graduates. Bless them with gratitude for mentors who have supported them through this journey. Bless their families, friends, police administration, academy, instructors, and supporters as we share in their joy of their accomplishments. Amen.
Amen.
Present. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, who were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, can prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Everyone take your seats. Public safety personnel, please remain standing. Give a round of applause for our national anthem. On the back of your program for public safety personnel, you will find the oath of honor. Please read along with me as we say it out loud. On my honor, I will never betray my office, my integrity, my character, or public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. Thank you. Everyone take your seats. I now introduce our Director of Public Safety and Acting Chief, Jack Lumpkin.
Thank you, Major. Good morning. Good morning. It's a great day to be in DeKalb County. Amen. Chief Conroy, will you please stand? Let's give our retired chief a hand, please. Today we gather to celebrate two grand occasions. First, we are celebrating the graduation of 14 recruits from the DeKalb County Police Department. 12 young men and 2 young ladies. Did I get that right? Somebody tell me. Lord Jesus. You are being welcomed officially into the family of the DeKalb County Police Department there. You ought to be proud of yourselves, for we certainly are. Secondly, we are here to celebrate the promotion of career officers to the rank of police sergeant and police lieutenant. We are officially welcoming them to their career aspiration as sergeants and lieutenants, and we look forward for great things to come from them in their new rank. May God bless them for their service to our community over the years. Before we continue, allow me the privilege and honor to express my heartfelt and sincere appreciation to the families and friends, individually and collectively, who are gathered here today to honor our recruits and our promoted officers. I offer that to you on behalf of the civilian and sworn staff of the DeKalb County Police Department and all of public safety. Recruits and those 5 to be promoted or pinned today, please stand turn and face your loved ones and give them a round of applause, please. Family members, mentors, supporters, etc., that round of applause is for all you've done to get these young men and ladies to where they are today and to continue their progress as they grow and develop. That's what human life is about, growth and development. Now, graduates, let me offer you a few words of advice. First, come to work on time. Simple. Come to work on time. A football coach, a great one that I knew, defined that as being 10 minutes before the appointed hour. If you are less than 10 minutes, then you're probably not on time. Second, remember the vast majority of people in every neighborhood are good people. They're trying to make a living. They're trying to look after their family just as you are. Treat everybody as you would want someone to treat your mother, your sister, your father, your brother, etc. Don't engage people in a manner that you would not tolerate others engaging your mother or your sister. That's a very simple rule, and I know you can follow it. And the third thing, I'm not going to give you but three that tell me people remember things that are offered in doses of 3. Always tell the truth. You were employed because of your character, and we have tried to add to your competencies over this period of time. Don't ever lose that character. Truth matters. Tell the truth. Most things that are considered mistakes are mistakes because of knowledge, skills, and abilities, and we can deal with those. Tell the truth about it, and we typically can help you continue to advance your career. Those type of conducts that are not of that nature, those types of conduct that we call discreditable conduct, we cannot deal with, and we will not tolerate. I'm speaking of things like police perjury, falsification, brutality, corruption. DeKalb County PD will not tolerate that, and we do not expect that of you. You were hired because you had high character. Maintain that high character. With that, again, we wish you the best of luck in the future. We want you to always be the best that you can be. We want you to grow and develop. We want you to do what a person that I admired for years, Dr. J.W. Fanning always said, grow and develop. And may you be alive as long as you live. You're healthy mentally, physically, and you're prosperous. May you be alive as long as you live. May God bless you. And I want to introduce to the body now, to some, and who may or may not know him, our presiding elder. I was a Methodist for about 30, 40 years, and I go back to being a presiding elder and as a presiding officer. Mr. Rader, Jeff Rader, the presiding officer of the Board of Commissioners of DeKalb County.
Thank you, Director Lumpkin. I am still aspiring to be an elder, and I certainly appreciate that mistake in distinction. I'd also like to recognize my colleague, Commissioner Larry Johnson, who has served with distinction in the role of presiding officer. I merely hold the position until his return to it. And I also want to thank the color guard and Miss Anderson, the soloist, who gave us a great job on the national anthem. That is one of the most difficult songs there is to sing, and she sang it with distinction. So thank you, and thank you to the Color Guard. 117 times before today, other men and women, very much like you, have stood to receive their badges and become members of the DeKalb County Police Force. The experiences that you have had in the academy and the relationships that you developed are ones that you will be able to enjoy and cherish throughout the rest of your life. But going forward, you will be writing your history as a police officer. Among you are 5 who have successfully written a history that has led to their promotion into the ranks of the command staff with the police department. And I hope that each of you will aspire to similar distinction in the future in your career, and that you recognize that, just as the chief has said, that your success will be based upon a few key guidestones, but if you do that and you do your job well, you'll have a wonderful career here in DeKalb County, and I can guarantee you that both CEO Thurman, as well as the Board of Commissioners, as well as our successors in the future, have your success as being one of our most important priorities as we make decisions on behalf of the 730,000 people that live in DeKalb County. So I will just congratulate you on your successes thus far in coming to this point. Not everyone that you started with is here today, and that speaks very well towards your suitability for this job. And I certainly look forward to your service with distinction and the history that you write for yourself going forward. So thank you very much, and I honor you and your families.
Thank you, Director and Commissioner Rader. Again, give them a round of applause for the encouraging words. Now, I'd like to hear from the lead instructor for Class 118, Instructor Brown.
To the CEO of DeKalb County, Mr. Michael Thurman, who's not present, and the commissioners of DeKalb County, the acting chief of police and the director, Mr. Jack Lumpkin, distinguished guests, friends, and family, I send you greetings from the academy staff at DeKalb County Police Department. We here at the police department take great honor and pride with training the officers and recruits across our paths. We're here today to celebrate the men and women of the DeKalb County Police Department's 118th Police Academy. The journey of these recruits from the 118th Police Academy has been a strenuous one. From day one, these recruits had obstacles they had hurdled, from 4 a.m. starts to running through the elements, around the elements, and in the elements to pass their physical agility test. They pushed themselves to the limits from the very beginning. Each recruit was held accountable for their own actions, as well as the actions of their peers while they were training in the academy. They learned very early at the academy how valuable teamwork and communication is in law enforcement. Over the 6 months, each recruit had to learn and adapt to the rules and regulations of the DeKalb County Police Department. During those months, these recruits trained physically and mentally. They were tested over their basic knowledge and understanding of the Georgia law, DeKalb County ordinances, policies and procedures of this agency. There were many late days that these recruits had to stay to ensure that they were prepared for testing and had all the information and tools needed to succeed. Today, we congratulate 118. Congratulations, you made it. Know that everyone cannot, and will not go through the vigorous training that you've just completed. I'm sure that you have a sigh of relief knowing that I will no longer tell you to push yourself or self-correcting. But know that you've been given the tools and knowledge needed to perform the basic in our profession. Those long days on the PT field and those stressful nights wondering how many questions were going to be on the next test, only prepared you for your obstacles to come in the future. Men and women, you have now crossed over to the other side, a side that everyone can't say they're a part of because they cannot endure the challenges that we face, nor can they walk in the line that we walk. The profession that you're about to embark on is very rigorous and a stressful one. Some days you will wake up and ask yourself, why am I doing this job? When those days come, know and think about those people that you protect from the lawless and those that need a role model to follow. In those times, we must bridge the gap and inspire those that need inspiration. From this day forward, I charge you to continue to train hard, be professional, and treat the citizens of DeKalb County as well as those that are passing through with courtesy. Be firm, be fair, but most of all, be consistent with your actions. Take pride in your job and always hold yourself high. You completed the first leg of the race. Be the best officer that DeKalb County has to offer, and enjoy this moment. Again, 118, congratulations. We'd now like to recognize and present some awards to recruits that excelled throughout the police academy. The first award presented today is the Firearms Award. Firearms training is one of the many very critical tasks required by the academy recruits to pass in order to remain with the academy and move forward with their training. The recruits fired over 2,000 rounds per person and were required to pass the Georgia Semi-Automatic Qualification Course, Double Action, Multiple Adversary Course, and the DeKalb County Stress Course. In addition, they were trained in rifle and shotgun familiarization and other tactical firearms courses. As their firearms training progressed, these recruits were introduced to stress by the instructors in order to present them with realistic scenarios they may possibly face. Before I present the recipient of the Firearms Award, I would like to recognize the runner-up for the award. When I call your name, please stand, face the audience, for a round of applause. With an average score of 90.4, the runner-up for the Firearms Award is recruit Adam Gallop. The recipient of the Firearms Award with an average score of 90.9 is recruit Chrissa Lynch. The next award is the Academic Award. The recruits were given approximately 50 post-examinations during the course of the 26 weeks. These exams range from written exams to physical performance exams, such as Aspeton, Emergency Vehicle Operation Course, Taser, Defensive Tactics, Firearm Proficiency, and my favorite, Oleoresin Capsicum. Before I present the Academic Award, I would like to recognize the runner-up for the award. When I call your name, please stand and face the audience for a round of applause. With an average grade of 96.5%, the runner-up for the Academic Award is recruit Adam Gallop. Might I add, the winner of the recipient of this award, it came down to the very last test of the Academy. The winner of the Academic Award with an average grade of 97.3 is recruit Chrissa Lynch. The next award is the Spirit of the Class Award. The recipient of this award was decided based on a vote from the fellow classmates. This recruit displayed a positive disposition, throughout the training and showed great motivation in the classroom and during physical training. At times when the recruits were pushed to the max, physically and mentally, this recruit continued to motivate others who were not at all at their best. The Spirit of a Class award is presented to recruit Albert Florvil. The next award is the Instructor's Choice Award. This award was created to recognize a recruit that displays a characteristic trait of leadership, integrity, and work ethic. This recruit inspired others, displayed confidence and assertiveness during every aspect of training, and displayed the ability to make the right decisions at the right time. This recruit acknowledges mistakes made, follows through on all tasks required, and contributes something positive to the class each and every day. This recruit was basically the person that I needed to go to. The recipient of this award, academically, physically, and during scenario-based training. This recruit is a hard worker and will accept the challenge without hesitation. The Instructor's Choice Award is presented to recruit Tyeshia Gooch. Oh, excuse me. Y'all were supposed to see that. Sergeant Wiggs will now come and present the FOP award.
How am I supposed to go after that? I mean, you know, really. Thanks, brother. Good morning. This award is presented to the DeKalb County Police recruit who demonstrated a commitment to law enforcement with integrity. This individual has exemplified, even in the face of adversity, the core values of law enforcement, such as honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and community responsibility, both on and off duty. This recruit is able to inspire classmates to persevere to achieve the high values laid out in the canons of police ethics. This award also comes with a 1-year membership to the DeKalb Fraternal Order Police Lodge and 1-year membership in the FOP Legal Defense Plan. The FOP Leadership and Integrity Award for the 118th Academy goes to Tremell Pickett.
Now we get to hear from the class speaker for 118.
All right. Good morning, family, friends, esteemed guests, county leadership, CEO, commissioner, and public safety officials. In attendance on this monumental day, we thank you all for continued support and leadership that you have shown and continue to show throughout the great county of DeKalb. We would like to extend a special thank you to our police department leadership for having the most stellar training academy staff and background recruiting staff. Without you, Class 118 would not be here. It is my humble duty to be the class spokesman for the 118 DeKalb County Police Department. And it is indeed a privilege and honor to stand before you today. First and foremost, I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to our families and friends. The journey we started 6 long months ago has been trying, stressful, and challenging. The tough early mornings and the random late nights were very true and put us to the test every single day. Without your prayers, support, patience, and valuable time, we would not have been able to undertake this most strenuous but noble path to become law enforcement officers. I encourage you all to keep the same intensity over the next several weeks, months, and years while praying for and supporting your newest DeKalb County police officer. We are grateful for you. All right, to our instructors, we cannot thank you enough for all that you have installed in us since the very first morning. It was 0400 on February 25th, 2019, and the conditions couldn't have been worse. As all of us could remember, it was very cold, very wet morning that we could feel through our sweatshirts and our skinny jeans. Each instructor studied us carefully, asking the 19 of us, "Why are you here? Who are you?" The answer to those questions weren't the only things we were looking for. We also had to find that 50-cent piece that Instructor Brown was so fond of losing. We pushed those tires toward the wood line with the same determination and strength that we would carry with us over the course of the next 26 long, grueling weeks. Instructor Webb, my man, I hope we gave you more than enough motivation over the last several months, but best believe that 118 can always give you some more motivation whenever you need. We know you were always chasing that motivation dragon. Oh, and we will never forget that good old shuffle. Instructor Berman, we thank you for continuously pushing us during PT and leaving us behind on those fun runs to the mall. If we should ever have the pleasure of running with you again, please don't ask Lewis how far should we go today. Instructor Robinson, you taught us to keep our heads on the swivel and exercise constant vigilance. Whenever we thought we were alone and unsupervised, somehow you always seemed to be around. All we heard was, "On your face." And we immediately knew that Gooch had gotten us in debt once again. Instructor Brian Heaney, we thank you for keeping us up to date on case law and military vernacular. We all understand now what it means when you tell us, "Ready." Instructor Gaither, your time with us was short, but let me tell you something real quick, all right? You left a lasting impression. On our good days, your wisdom brought us up. On our bad days, we would hit the PT field and hear your instrumental voice ringing out, "Down." Instructor Anderson, you gave us 115% in everything you did, always encouraging us. You encouraged us to hustle, hustle, hustle. You encouraged us to move, move, move. You also encouraged us to get there now. You also encouraged us to be proud of our strengths and to push ourselves further than we thought we could. Sergeant Rucker, all right. You were the man of a few words. All we needed was that stare. And we knew what it was. To each and every one of you, we thank you for the continuous leadership, guidance, time, patience, and lesson that you gave us over the last 26 weeks. To our primary instructor, Instructor Brown, Class 118 all agreed that you led by example and provided us with the nuggets of advice we would need to succeed in the months to come. You were the man of your word, stand by our side through all the workouts, scenarios, terrifying driving experiences, long hot days at the range. You also advised us to dot our I's and cross our T's. And we all continue to live by this model. How the time has flown by, it seems just like yesterday, we were all gathered in a classroom meeting for the first time at orientation. We were all from different backgrounds, and only a few of us had prior law enforcement and correction experience. Most of us came without any experience at all. But through our guidance, we now have the knowledge and training to take us far in our careers as law enforcement officers. Of course, our time here didn't come without mishaps. We learned many hard lessons over the months that we would like to pass on to you. Pay attention to detail. You can't just put your name on Scantrons. You have to put your test number on it also. Follow instructions. Donuts don't belong on the back table. And you can't play with your new gear because you just want to get the feel of it, sir. Be prepared for duty. Radios, vests, and boots belong on your persons, not in your house. Failure to follow these rules gave us the first-class ticket to the PT field. As Instructor Brown would say, it's by your own hands. And let's not forget that Instructor Evans will be right there to catch the video. Somewhere around it. We did not know what we were getting into back then, but as the days passed by, each and every one of us received that wake-up call, that aha moment. Gave us our purpose and our drive to complete this academy. 13 men and women strong. Through personal problems, physical injury, and pure exhaustion, we were able to find a way each and every day. And when we couldn't find that way, we will make a way. We showed up to work knowing that training staff had our best interests at heart. We may have started out individual, but at the end we came together as one big team, staying tough and mean. We all can agree that policing is not for everybody, but we rose to the occasion and answered that call. We are here to change the narrative and create a brighter future for not just ourselves, but for our communities and those who will walk this path with us. Today, we have earned our badge and the right to serve and protect the great people of DeKalb County. The Class 118, we have done it together. Class 118, we have a plaque that we're going to present to Director Joseph H. Jack Lumpkin, Sr.
Thank you, recruit soon-to-be Officer Florvil. Give him another round of applause for his speech. Director Lumpkin, Class 118 has completed the mandate requirements and ready to receive their badges.
Badge 35, 34, Emmanuel Blount. Badge 35, 35, Officer Junku Boima. Badge 35, 36, Officer Cortez Cunningham. Officer Cortez has an uncle here to support him, Lieutenant Antonio Jackson with the Atlanta Police Department. Badge 35, 37, Officer Jorge Domine. Badge 3538, Officer Vernon Dunnom. Badge 3539, Officer Joel Usi. Officer Usi has a cousin here, retired Lieutenant Ricky Mitchell from the Miami Metro-Dade Police Department. Badge 3540, Officer Albert Florvil. Officer Florvil has a cousin here, Vernon Bush, who's an officer with Gwinnett County Police Department. Badge 3541, Officer Adam Gallop. Officer Adam father is here supporting him, Mr. Warren Gallop, who's a retired detective with New York City Police Department. Badge 3542, Officer Tyeshia Gooch. Badge 3543, Officer Tyrone Johnson. Badge 3544, Xavier Mitchell Lewis. Officer Lewis' father is our very own Major Jerry Lewis of the DeKalb County Police Department. Badge 3545, Officer Chrissa Lynch. Badge 3546, Tremell Pickett. Officer Tremell has an aunt here to support him, Officer Nicole Neal with the Model Police Department. Badge 3547, we have a certified officer here today at our ceremony, Kenyel Thomas, coming to us from Rockdale Police Department. He would now be joining the DeKalb County Police Department. We will also recognizing one of our firemen who is now a tactical medic for the DeKalb County Police Department, Mr. Maurice Washington. That's it. Is Chief Fulham here from the fire department? I don't think so. I don't think so. We will now have our oath of office given by our Chief Judge Magistrate of the DeKalb County, the Honorable Berryl Anderson.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. So now's the moment that Class 118 has been waiting for. If you all will please stand, in addition to our cross-sworn officer. Okay. If you all will raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of Georgia, that I will faithfully enforce the laws of the State of Georgia and the County of DeKalb, that I will faithfully perform all the duties of my office, and that I will faithfully observe all the rules, orders, and regulations of the DeKalb County Police Department. I do further swear or affirm that I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof, that I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state, which by the laws of the state of Georgia, I am prohibited from holding, and that I am otherwise qualified to be a police officer according to the Constitution and the laws of the state of Georgia. I do further swear or affirm, as a police officer, I will faithfully serve and protect to the best of my ability all citizens, regardless of race, color, or creed. I accept the law enforcement code or canon of ethics as my standard of conduct while on or off duty, and swear to faithfully abide by and defend the same. Congratulations.
Class 118, congratulations again. So here we are, no longer recruit. You all soon stand in the ranks with other officers in precincts throughout DeKalb County. This is a proud moment for all of us, a proud moment for you and your families, your loved ones, and for us, officers and supervisors of DeKalb County Police. As you celebrate with your loved ones this afternoon, keep in mind that you'll soon be reporting ready to go to work as you assume your duties throughout the department. I want to share with you some parting words with you. This is just a veteran officer talking to some new officers. Some of us have done this job for a very long time. All of us have a very profound love for this job. As you move forward in your profession, please remember one thing. Keep the pride in this job. There's a sense of honor and integrity that's been tried and tested that comes along with this profession. Do not give up. Don't give up on yourself in the fight. Don't give up on the citizens that need you. Don't give up on this job. There will be moments when you want to, but don't do it. When hard times occur, check on each other, encourage each other, support each other through the difficulties. This profession has a lot of ups and downs, and there will be some frustrating moments, but don't give up. When you get out here and start handling calls, you will feel a sense of accomplishment knowing that you did the right thing. As some of us veterans prepare to retire and transition on from this, it is good to know that we can turn this department, its county, and its citizens over to you all. Let me be the first to welcome you again. Welcome to DeKalb County Police. We now have closing remarks by Chaplain Sonia Young. Benediction.
Please stand. Spirit of life, who great power and eternal wisdom embrace the universe, we ask for your almighty hand to be upon all of our graduates today. Watch over them and grant them with your almighty protection and your love. Please guide them as they keep us safe both day and night, and in our neighborhoods, our cities, and our highways. Give them strength and courage and protect their families and friends. Help them to stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk with faith, hope, and great love. Amen.
Amen.
Let's give a round of applause to Chaplain Young and also for Judge Anderson for her continued service to the county. Everyone, please remain seated as Class 118 prepares to exit the auditorium. There will be an additional pinning of the badges in the lobby for those that are interested.